Sending things into ThredUp versus ThredUp direct listings. Let's talk about it. So ThredUp direct listings are you putting listings on ThredUp directly. Literally what it says. The way that you can do this is you can either create listings in ThredUp, or you can copy your Poshmark listing and paste it in there and just fill out some information and like fix the listing. And then you can post it that way. That is obviously the easiest way, and that is what I do and what I have done. The thing about ThredUp direct listing is that you can only put up 30 listings. Obviously, you get a better payout, and that is definitely the perk of it, and you just have more eyes. It's like cross-listing to another platform, but you still have to store it, you still have to photo it, you still have to do all of the things that you have to do for all of your other inventory. And that is why sending things in from ThredUp or to ThredUp is great, because then you don't have to photograph, you don't have to list, you don't have to store, but then you lose some of that money that ThredUp potentially takes. So there are benefits to both, and obviously you have to weigh out what makes sense for the things that you are going to send in and versus the things that you're going to list directly. And for me right now, I'm experimenting. I'm trying to learn and figure out what makes sense. But if you don't want to list and photograph and store, and the brands that you have would do well on ThredUp, send it in. And if you have brands that are good, that could do good on ThredUp, but you want to still have them for other platforms, then do direct listing and try that out. There are other things within direct listing that you can do, different things that you can opt into. So you can select to have free returns. You can select to have free shipping. You can select to opt into promotions. All of these things are going to make the listing better for the buyer, obviously, and more enticing. So I personally opt into all of that. It will raise your price as you add those things. So you can get away with maybe pricing a little bit higher on ThredUp, but having all those perks is what's going to potentially make your item sell. So keep that in mind. The other thing is that you get your payout within 3 days of the item being delivered through direct listing versus a 2-week return window that the buyer has through sending things in. So if somebody returns something that they send in or that you sent in, then it will go back to your store. I don't know what you call it on ThredUp. And then somebody can buy it again. If it sells a second time, then you will get that payout, I think, once it gets delivered. But so there are pros and cons to both. If you have any other questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.